Hi, I'm Susan Pullen with True Radiance Healing Arts. You might have heard of inherited family trauma, sometimes called generational trauma or transgenerational trauma, and you might be wondering if it could be impacting you. So, inherited family trauma is when unresolved trauma experienced in an earlier generation replays in a younger generation in some way. So you may have noticed that patterns repeat in families. For example, alcoholism or depression can roll from generation to generation. I once heard Dr. Tara Trent describe this like a relay race. So she explained how her grandmother had passed her mother a baton of living in poverty, marrying young into an abusive relationship, and her mother took that baton and she ran with it. And she passed it on to Dr. Tara Trent, who lived a lot of those same things, but also became determined that she wouldn't pass that baton on to her daughter. So, inherited family trauma refers to how those patterns repeat in generations, how some effects of trauma literally get passed from generation to generation. They're more likely to get passed down when those who initially experience the trauma aren't able to fully process and integrate it in their lifetime. Maybe they didn't have the resources. Maybe they didn't know any better. Maybe there just wasn't any capacity because there were too many children to take care of, or there was no time to work through their own grief or shock or shame. And because we share DNA with them, because we're part of the same family system, the same family soul as those who came before us, we may feel their feelings. We may have similar physical symptoms related to their experience. We may have fears or repeat some aspect of their fate, like dying alone or losing money. So this can affect us even if we move across the country and don't speak to our family, even if we don't know their stories, even if we never met them. Inherited family trauma can impact our health, our emotions, our mental health, and our relationships, even our success. And the tricky thing is, it feels like mine. I'm the one having the symptoms. I'm the one having the feelings or the worries or the bad luck. So it feels very personal, even though it didn't originate with me. And because it didn't originate with me, the things that I might try to make it better often don't work or they don't last because I haven't addressed the root cause. And the root cause isn't in my life. So I may be trying all kinds of things to improve my life, and somehow nothing seems to really change because, like I said, I haven't gotten to that real root cause. So inherited family trauma is incredibly common and usually outside of our conscious awareness. We typically don't recognize it, so we can't think our way through it or talk our way through it. We need a guide and we need a process to help bring to light how it's impacting us and to resolve it so we can break that cycle. So if you're curious about whether inherited family trauma might be playing a role in your life, in a challenge in your life, I hope you'll check out the link below and have a conversation with us. Thanks for listening.